Okay, guys, welcome to the weekly property update. As I said, for people that haven't watched this before, I go over the property market, what's happened in the last week over the whole of Fife, region by region, and look at the numbers, which give us a good idea. If you're a buyer or if you're a seller, you need to kind of watch this because it's really important. It gives you key indicators and KPIs on the exact what you should be doing now, what you should be expecting for offer levels around the areas of Fife. Now, we've got a lot to catch up on, a lot of information. I'm going to finally finish off, and I've not got it in this vlog, is the Fife buy-to-let property market in crisis? You know, this is an article we're working on just now, and I'm going to release it this week, but boy, it could be in crisis. The 5% deposits ever appeared for first-time buyers, second homeowners, second home movers, and upgraders, downgraders, and this could put a spanner in the works for Fife landlords right through at Fife. But I'm going to talk about that just towards the end. So what's been happening in the Fife property market this week? Let's look at some numbers, give us a good idea of what's going on. Okay, so over the Cooper area, over from the period of the 2nd of May to the 8th of May, there was 9 properties actually instructed to come to the market. There was 9 properties sold. So, you know, Cooper generally outstrips supply, but it's levelling off a bit. East Neuk, 7 versus 6. That's the first time that East Neuk demand has not outstripped supply. It's not a sign, really, to be honest. It's 1 week, and this has been happening since January last year, where demand's always outstripping supply. So it's 1 week. We could see what next week's like. So tune in next week and we'll get more information. It'll give us a good indication. St Andrews, surprisingly, is typically sitting at 80% of what's coming to the market is actually selling. But look at it this week. You know, 9 versus 12. So it's outstripping. Leavenmouth, 12 properties coming to the market and 10 properties sold. That's actually quite surprising because Leavenmouth's typically outstripping the supply. So Leavenmouth's taking a wee dip as well. Dunfermline, 29 versus 41, again roaring ahead in terms of demand. Glenrothes, 9 versus 12, again roaring ahead in demand. These are all areas where there's more sold than instructed, so you should be expecting better offers, at least over home report for your property if you're a seller. And if you're a buyer, you probably need to be at least paying more over home report for your property. If you're getting it less, your quid's in. You're extremely lucky as a result. Kirkcaldy, 38 came to market. 37 actually sold in that week. 113 overall versus 127. That's kind of like for like. If you extrapolate that up for the whole year, you're talking about maybe just under about 6,000 properties on average sold in the year, which is typically what every year has shown since the credit crunch itself. A wee bit up at 6,000, but you know, it's generally the right supply for this time of year. Okay, so let's look at some pre-launches that have been done this week. So pre-launches for myself I've done this week. So Smitty Cottage. So if anybody doesn't know what a pre-portal launch is, a pre-portal launch means it only goes to social media first for the first 4 to 5 days. You only see the property on social media before it hits Rightmove, before it hits Zoopla, before it hits Prime Location. So if you follow our Facebook pages, you have a golden opportunity to get a property before it actually gets to these websites, before anybody else. Ideally, you've got to be in a position to proceed, and you've got to be prepared to pay a lot more to stop it going to market. Really, that's what it's down to. So I've been doing pre-launches this week for Smitty Cottage in Connacher. We've already got offers on that, and we've not even actually physically got it on any websites yet. St Abbs, a 3-bedroom ground floor apartment in Pittenweem. It's basically a stone's throw from the harbour, the Fife Coastal Path and the beach. That's going to be a popular one as well. Again, we've got inquiries. Actually, I did the pre-portal launch and somebody lifted the phone to me straight away and says, I want to buy it. So that shows you the amount of demand that we have. 17 Session Street came as a pre-launch as well. Again, that was a cracking property. Listen, if you're looking for a 2 floors, over 2 floors, you're looking for a 4-bedroom, 2 reception, stunning property in the Pittenweem area, East Neuk. This is the one for you. So check it out on our pre-portal launch. It's on our Facebook page for the East Neuk area, and 2 offers over the weekend. How many estate agents do you know actually get offers over the weekend? It's because they're no answering the phone, are they? Well, we still work over the weekend. Offices are maybe shut, but we're still on the phones. So 2 offers received over the weekend, really good offers. 1 has definitely been accepted. We've got a deal. All parties are really happy with that. The other one's coming in on Monday. So I'm not going to tell you which ones it is, because obviously you have to put your best foot forward yourselves. So, exciting things happening in the market. If you're looking to sell, now is the time, definitely, I would say so. If you want to ask any questions while I'm on here, please feel free to ask questions, because it's live anyway, so you get an opportunity to get a live answer there and then. If you've seen this after the event, please feel free just to message us direct or make a comment as well, and you can ask a question. We'll still come back to you after that, because we do get notified. Okay, so let's look at some numbers. What's driving this market? Well, I'm going to take a look at our website. Okay, so this is our website. We have finally hit 400,000 visits. So we are now at 400,000 visits a year. I'll just quickly show you that as opposed to last year. I'll resize that so you can see that properly. So this shows us how many hits on our website against last year. We are up 92% in the amount of traffic year on year. Rightmove is up 37%. We're up 92%. Zoopla is up less than that as well, about the same as Rightmove. We're up 92% year on year. That's a huge increase. 400,000. That is effectively about the size of Hampden coming onto our website individually every single month. 2 times the size of the Hydro filled out. If you're standing in the Hydro looking around at the crowds and you can see everybody around about you, that's effectively 2 times of these crowds coming onto our website every single month, driving traffic all the time. That's why we've got huge demand. That's why properties are selling for record amounts that we are doing, and sometimes even 20 to 30% over the actual home report valuation. It's a key thing that we do in negotiating and also in actually getting best price at the end. Not all estate agents are the same. Remember that. You get what you pay for. Could end up meaning thousands lost at the end. But that's another story. That's been on successive shows before then. So that's where we are sitting just now. This is last year. So this dotted line is actually last year's figures up and down. So this shows you where it was the year before, and this shows you where it was in the last 12 months, the big thick blue line. So this is all coming over, and then we went into lockdown, and then we bounced right back out, and then we've out at record numbers coming onto our website every single day and every single month. And that's effectively what it's like just now. So there's a record time. There's loads of people out there. There's literally 500 properties on the market right across Fife. There was 1,200 a year ago. There was 3,000 10 years ago. It shows you what's happening. Every single property is almost, now if there's 500 and there's about 5,000 to 6,000 getting listed, you're talking about every single property has been sold within a month, right across the board, if there's 500. And that should fall in line with the numbers coming through as well. So let's look at where all that traffic's coming from. So direct, 150,000 people come to our website direct. Organic searches through Google, 10,000 a month. And then social media, 10,000 a month through social media channels. That's how many people come onto our website. And there's referral. Look, that's Rightmove, Prime Location, Zoopla. Hardly anything. That shows you how much traction these big portals have. 1 in 658 people. I'll say that again. 1 in 658 people on Rightmove actually buy a property from Rightmove. So what is the other 657 people doing on Rightmove if they're not buying a property from Rightmove on their website itself? Just a numbers game. They're coming to everybody else. They're going through social media. They're going through Zoopla. They're going through YouTube. They're going through LinkedIn. They're going through Instagram. They're going direct to web portals. They're not all going to Rightmove. 1 in 658 only buy through Rightmove. Okay, so let's move on as well. We're talking about setting the scene. So I've done a blog this week. So I did a blog. We did a show yesterday as well about setting the scene for the area. And it's no matter how neat and tidy, okay? And it's setting the scene and it's getting your house ready for viewings every day in Fife. Now, the difficulty of this whole thing, what we're transpired in the show, that it's really difficult for people to keep their house clean and tidy every single time, all the time. So before your home is for sale, there's key things in this blog that actually in the show as well. So the show is about an hour long. It gives you top tips all the way through from ourselves, as well as the blog itself. You can read. It's 4 minutes it takes to read it. And then you've also got the podcast as well you can listen to. So it talks about before your home is for sale and what to do, cleaning and the laundry and what to do about that as well, the sense and sensibility. It's amazing how motive, scent in a house can make somebody and actually get them to buy a house and make an offer on a house just because they like the feel and the scent of the house. And then what to do before bedtime to make it easy for yourself. And when you get up in the morning, if you're needing to get your house prepared for your next viewer. And then also we have the 10-minute tidy ready reckoner there. So how you can tidy your house in 10 minutes. Literally all the things to focus on in 10 minutes. And it's done and dusted. So that's one of the blogs that were done, and the vlogs and the podcasts were done yesterday. Also, the other one as well is quite helpful for some people. I'll quickly put my hands on that. We have 10 ways. Andrea and I did a show during the week, 10 ways to protect yourself from fraudsters and scammers. So this is actually 10 top tips. I've actually shared it over a lot of the Facebook pages today. And I'll go over these 10 top tips as well. Don't send money to people you don't know. There's more information in the blog here, actually. Again, it's a show, and you could podcast, and you could also read the article. The article takes about 5 or 6 minutes. Don't send people to money you don't know. That's the headings. Never share personal information with someone you don't know. Never assume the name or the profile you see on the actual email on that is the right one. And the key messages and how to identify that. Look out for spam messages. Always verify official websites and links. Never share your private keys or seed phrases. That's for people with cryptocurrency. That's quite a new thing to most people. And we talk about that and how to protect yourself from that as well. Beware of advanced fee schemes. Beware of get-rich-quick schemes. Beware of requests for cryptocurrency, wire transfers, or gift cards. And beware of COVID-19 scams, which seem to be quite prevalent just now. That people tend to do that. And then we've got a wee ready reckoner at the end, just the key things you need to remember and remind you of. Let's finally talk about this new article I'm bringing out this week. So, Fife buy-to-let property market going into crisis. As Fife first-time buyers now only need a 5% deposit for a mortgage. Does this sound like the death knell for the buy-to-let investment in Fife, as many tenants will soon be buying their first home? Or is it? So we talk about that, and we talk about the average price of a house in Fife, and a first-time buyer has risen from 187,000 to 201,000 in the last 12 months. I also talk about things like as well, I've got here about how much it costs a 5-rate fixed-year rate deal, and how much these payments you would charge as well. But again, I'll be doing a show during the week for this one. So watch out for that one. That's the Fife buy-to-let property market going into crisis. Or is it? But we'll talk about that. And finally, guys, I always put my ready reckoner on here for your 60-second valuation. It's an instant valuation tool. You can just click on it anytime you want. You put your details in of your house, your postal address, your house, how many bedrooms you've got, and another couple of things as well. And you can just hit the button and it'll give you a rental assessment. It'll give you a valuation assessment as well of the house. And what it does is it gives you top, middle, and bottom, and you can judge based on that that spread where your house is, depending on how well it's finished. So the top means your house is basically showroom condition. The middle means, yeah, okay, everything's all right, nothing really needs done. The bottom valuation tends to mean you need a bit of work done on it. Possibly needing your kitchen changed or your bathroom changed, or you're needing it decorated and carpeted throughout, and that's a good ready reckoner to go on. And guys, watch out for our shows during the week. More than happy to tell everybody everything during the week about the Fife buy-to-let property market. And I'll see you at next week's Fife Property update. Bye bye for now.